we were gonna have to deal with this. You know, you have to deal with this every single time. And that is the haters. And yes, people did hate Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Honestly, right now, it is the best Spider-Man film thus far. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure in a lot of people's opinion, Tom Holland approves of this film and says this is the best Spider-Man film of all time. But we have to find these people. We have to find these haters. And what better way to do that than go here? Rotten flippin' Tomatoes. Now the scores are great. 96% of the critics recommend you go watch this film, over 300 reviews, and 96% of the audience recommend you go watch this film. Over 5,000 verified reviews. But we need to search far and wide for the haters. And we're gonna start with the critics. Before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, leave a comment down below on what you thought about the film, and leave a like on this video because it helps out so much. 99 point something percent of you are not subscribed to this channel. It's super messed up. Now, in order for you to fix that, don't worry, it's super easy. Subscribe. Let us start with the critics' reviews. All right. Tomatoes. We're on a good streak here, fellas. And ladies. And everybody. We're keeping it. Robin Clifford. So, a movie that is 40 minutes more longer than it should be constitutes a plus for the fans, who will, I think, enjoy it immensely, and a big minus for me. No one cares about your opinion, bro. Right, tomatoes. More tomatoes. Jesus, it's so hard to find a bad review for this movie. I don't know how to say your name. Mark Jackson. Ever visit folks who suffer from extreme clutter, with actual pathways around islands of books and dirty laundry standing 4 feet high? It would take 10 pages to define the plot here. This is a review for non-Spider-Man experts, 40-something and up. Nicholas Barber from BBC.com. Oh, there. What once seemed brain-bendingly original now seems over-familiar. Well, it's Across the Spider-Verse. Weren't you gonna see familiar characters? Like, that was the whole premise of, you know, it being called Across the Spider-Verse, or it being Into the Spider-Verse. You're gonna see different Spider-Man, all right? Even ones you've known before. This is a stupid review, bro. Hey, I actually see this guy. I actually follow him on Instagram, so, you know, hey, bro, follow me back. I mess with your videos, my guy. We'll actually read this just, you know, just for him. A triumph on every level. It features truly groundbreaking animation, and it tells a story with both personal and epic stakes. All right, so appreciate that review, but we're here to read the bad reviews. Let's keep going. Tomatoes. Ty Burr. I knew we'd get a sequel eventually, but I didn't expect them to suck most of the joy out of it. Where was the sucking? Huh? Where did the sucking start? More tomatoes. Alright, we got Yasser Medina. Ew, ski ball head. It has a certain energy on the visual part that is adorned with a splash of contrast and flashing colors, but whose adventure sometimes stumbles through a dull and humdrum multiverse of recycled Spider-Man. Full review in Spanish. I'm not gonna be able to read that, my guy, but I see your point in English here. When he says multiverse of recycled Spider-Man, it is the whole point of the Spider-Verse is to show all the Spider-Man from different time periods and different Earths, even if it's ones that we've known and seen before. All right, so what if the Spider-Man that we're actually familiar with weren't in the Spider-Verse, huh? You'd probably be reviewing this again and saying, why haven't we seen certain Spider-Man? Ski ball. All right, we're gonna read 2 more critic reviews, and then we're gonna move on, see if we have any haters in the audience section. Frank Swatek, one guy's opinion. All right. Bloated in every respect. It winds up an exhausting watch, so overly populated that only the most obsessive fans will be able to appreciate much of it. Will leave Spidey devotees wowed, but outsiders simply woozy. Look, I don't want to keep, you know, like sounding like a broken record, but if you're going into a multiverse of every Spider-Man that ever existed, be prepared to be overwhelmed by how many Spider-Man there are. If you can't keep up with it as an outsider, Well, then go expand your knowledge of Spider-Man. Let's read one more review. All right, Tim Robe. Top critic, let's see what you have to say. It gets drunk on itself, sometimes sad drunk to the brink of a hangover, slurrily outstaying its welcome. I don't know what you mean by it gets drunk on itself. What do you mean, is this just too much Spider-Man that, you know, you get drunk off of seeing all these Spider-Man? I guess that's the point you were trying to make. I don't like your review, Tim. Really don't. You need to be more like this guy. William Bibiani. My great movie sense is tingling. Those are the type of reviews that make us happy. We are done with the hating critics. Let's move on to see if we can find haters in the audience section. Let us explore. So far, everyone's doing pretty good. Alvin H. Too long and story really not interesting. Didn't see the first Spider-Verse movie. Okay, so then why are you critiquing this one? You probably don't know what the hell is going on. Don't really understand what's don't really understand what's so beloved by critics and Oscars to award the first film. Because you don't understand, because you didn't watch the first movie, Alvin. Sony. Time to start putting out these tired Spider-Man movies. I'm not gonna say much to you, Alvin. It's just not worth my time. Vic Chris gave it a 1 star. Did not understand anything about the movie. Then why are you critiquing? Why are you critiquing a movie this harshly if you don't know anything about it? It's like, doesn't it seem kind of dumb? It's like me, if I watch a movie that you like, I don't know nothing about it, and then I go and I tell you, this movie's stupid. What are you gonna say to me? You must not know anything about it. Matthew gave it a 2 star. Don't bother until the next half comes out. Visually stunning, but they cut it with a to be continued at the worst possible moment. Okay, look, I'll be very honest here. I kind of agree with this point. All right, the whole build up, I kind of was like, wait, are they ending this? Are they about to end it right here? And then when it did say to be continued, I was a little upset. So Matthew, I understand your point. But to give it a 2 star just because of that? Come on. Joey, I don't know if this was your review or this girl Lexi's review. I like the first one better. Lexi. Like Joey was just speaking for Lexi. Bro, how many, look, I'm being so serious. How many people have not watched the first one or just are reviewing this and not knowing like anything about just comic books in general? Like how are you going to review something you know nothing about, bro? Look at this. Diane, 2 star review. This movie made no sense. Granted, we didn't see the first one. So then why'd you see the second one? But I don't think that would help. Lots of flashy colors and loud music. My 9-year-old grandson didn't like it either, so it didn't appeal to the young or the old. And your grandson probably doesn't know anything about the logic behind these comic books and these comic book characters because he's only 9 years old. Angela, I don't think, like, based off of your review, this sounds like a movie theater problem. The sound was poor quality in the theater. We could hardly hear what was being said. Okay, so then that's the theater's fault. The music was so loud in the movie, they didn't have their sound set up correctly. I just think the speakers in your movie theater were butt cheeks. Spend a little extra money, get a nice experience, go to AMC. This is not a sponsor. Shelly, please never go see a Spider-Man movie again. I fell asleep. How could you? The movie ended up with to be continued. That's probably where you woke up at. Over 2 hours of fluff to end with no resolution. Disappointed in you, Shelly. Oh my god. Dr. Stetson. We have a doctor reviewing a movie. Dr. Stetson. Since he's a doctor, you really have to value his opinion. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Biggest waste of over 2 hours of my life since I can remember. I'm sorry, doctor, but fuck your opinion. I couldn't help myself but find like one more bad review. I know I've been reading a lot more audience reviews than critics reviews because, you know, audience, they're kind of more funny. But check this out. Nicholas gives it a 1 star just because of this. I can't believe they would end it like that. It was a good movie until that complete letdown of an ending. You're just mad because it said to be continued and it gave us kind of like a blue balls type of ending. And now we have to wait probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years, because they did push, you know, this movie back a whole entire year because this was supposed to come out last year. But to give it a 1 star, the movie was good, and then when it says to be continued, it automatically drops to a 1 star, dude. But that pretty much wraps it up there. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. Leave a like, leave a comment down below on your true opinion on what you thought about this film. Let me know your thoughts. Don't hold back. I will be replying to all your comments. If you want to see my bad reviews for the last movie that I did, links down in the description. If you want to check out any more videos, why don't you go take a browse around the channel? Got plenty of content for you. Thanks for watching.